Nate the Train Landwehr, man, gets a anaconda choke submission round 3 against LUDOVIT Mr. Highlight Klein. There were no highlights to be found in this matchup, AJ, and it's kind of what I predicted a little bit. And folks, just if you tuned in with us last week, the Julian Marquez versus Jordan Wright bout got scrapped on weight making day. Julian Marquez with non-COVID related health issues, which some people would often say probably had tough time making weight. That's neither here nor there, but this was the replacement, man. LUDOVIT Klein, he's a technician, and when he gets under pressure, man, when somebody says, I'm not going to let you fight at your slow fighting pace, I'm going to pressure you, I'm not going to let you get your timing down, he doesn't really have too much success, not in the UFC at least, man. Nate Landwehr, a former N1 global champion, listen, man, he put some respect back on his name, and he showed people why his nickname is the Train and why he is a real problem in this featherweight division. What did you think of this matchup, AJ?
I liked it, Derek. It was a lot of fun, man. Nate Landwehr came out a lot calmer than I was expecting him to come out. But then really once the round started going, round 2, round 3 started, he really started to pick it up and prove why he's, like you said, why he's nicknamed the Train, man. That locomotion was going. And late Landwehr, man, he had the pressure. Klein was playing a dangerous game, reaching for the ground, whenever they're in the clinch and he's trying to reach for the ground and not catch a knee to the face. I think that's a stalling tactic that is very dangerous. You should not be doing that. Always protect your face. Always protect your grill. If you learned anything from Brown Bear Clark, gotta keep the hands up, man. Watch that grill. But no, man, it looked good. I mean, Nate Landwehr had the pressure, and I think the only reason that he was able to get that finish is just because LUDOVIT Klein was just so damn tired that he was not able to fight that choke off anymore. He fought it off really good in the first attempt. Yeah. He was able to keep the hand up, get a little bit of space for that, air to cap or the blood to go past. Excuse me, past the choke. But, Nate Landwehr actually had the pressure going. It was a good fight. I actually had it scored 2 rounds to nil going into the third. What about you? Because I see a lot of times on the UFC posts or where they put up the Twitter people, and they were saying it's 1-1 going into the third. How did you have it scored, Derek?
I had it 2-0 for Nate Landwehr, man. I thought he was putting the pressure on Klein, wasn't letting him fight his fight. And what was most important is that for every one, nice little clean shot Klein would give him, Nate Landwehr was just putting the volume on him, man, pressuring him. It was a beautiful performance, man. And this was Landwehr's first win since May 16 of 2020 against Darren Elkins, man. The damage when he put on that star-studded performance. He moves to 2-2 in the UFC, and he says, listen, man, that was my first 4-fight contract. UFC, give me another 4-fight contract. Let's get it on, man. Arguably, his post-fight interview was more entertaining than the main event that we got tonight or on Saturday night, man, because it makes you forget, because when you're watching him fight, you're like, oh, look at this killer, and then you forget, oh, this dude's from Tennessee, man. This is a Southern boy. He's a party man, He comes out there saying, yeah, man, I still got power in these hands, man. I can't do the good Southern accent and all that, man, but shout out Nate Landwehr. Always a fan favorite. You love to see it, man. I just need to ask you on your pick, when you picked Landwehr on this, how confident were you, man? Because now that the deed is done, it seems like you knew something that nobody else did. Klein went into this matchup. He opened up as a minus 280 favorite, and come round 2, I believe the live odds were minus 400 for Landwehr. So what made you so confident in this pick, AJ?
At the beginning, I wasn't that confident, man. I was going at it. I honestly think LUDOVIT Klein, if he would have played his game, I said this before in the pre-show, folks, if you're listening, these two styles are each other's kryptonite. You have that dude who is just full power, full explosion, going to keep pressuring you, who can, if you're a sniper, take that step back pull, hit him with the counter, out. Lights out. Israel Adesanya is a good example of it. Happens all the time where he lets the guy come in and then bam, hits him with a shot. Or, Nate Landwehr is able to get the best of it, and he just keeps that pressure up and doesn't let you fight your fight, doesn't let you get your timing, and that's what happened in this one, man. It was, I honestly was just thinking Nate Landwehr the whole time was going to be walking forward, and Klein didn't have the power to get it done unless he set him up with that fake, the feint number 1, and then come up with a head kick over the top. But we just didn't see it happen, man. Nate Landwehr kept that pressure going. And I was definitely, like I said, not as confident in the beginning, but once the fight started going, I was like, all right, man, we're going to get this dub right here.
And that's similar to Landwehr, man. His confidence was just growing and growing as the fight was going on. And I would just say this, the thing that I think happened, in my opinion, I don't know shit, but in my opinion, from watching, from the outside looking in, when you're sitting there and you're trying to counter strike and you're trying to set things up, right, and you're moving backwards and you're circling out, okay, there's a such thing in boxing called the rhythm step, where you kind of just get your stuff together, reset, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? every time Klein was trying to reset, Landwehr was on his ass. So there was no resetting. It was constantly on your heels, constantly, all right, I need to catch that breath out. As soon as you go in, on your ass. So you're like, damn, I can't even get my breath in. Like, yo, bro, back up off me. Like, let me. And that's the beauty of the style of Nate Landwehr, of these bully pressure fighters, is they don't let you catch your second breath or that second wind or get that timing going. And listen, man, that's how they get you. The grinder style. They weaponize pace. We talk about it all the time. Nate Landwehr, shout out to you. Huge, huge win. Move on to the next one, AJ.